Welcome to the TTAC News Roundup, where this week we have a series of hot takes from the 2017 LA Auto Show. First up is the new Jeep Wrangler, where Jeep's iconic model has been remodeled for 2018, where it strikes an interesting balance between modernizing and updating features while staying true to the Wrangler's roots. Let's get the important stuff out of the way first. Yes, the windshield folds down, and yes, the roof and doors do still come off. Motivation will come from the tried and true 3.6-liter Pentastar V6, a new 2-liter turbocharged 4-cylinder with mild hybrid assist, or, most exciting for enthusiasts, FCA's 3-liter EcoDiesel V6. All engines will be hooked to an 8-speed automatic transmission, with the Pentastar being the only option available with a manual. The brand has already promised a plug-in hybrid version, which is widely expected to share a powertrain with the Pacifica Hybrid. Dark corners of the internet are already upset. It'll be interesting to see how much love the 4-cylinder turbo gets on the trails, while on paper, the plug-in model promises instant, linear torque and quiet, pure electric operation for hunters. There's more alleged sacrilege with two 4x4 systems on offer. One is the Wrangler's conventional 4x4 system with locking diffs, but there's also a full-time 4-wheel drive system that offers set it and forget it capability for family use. The styling is wholeheartedly evolutionary, but seems to have gone over well with most enthusiasts, except for Steph, who's upset that the headlights now encroach on the outermost slats of the Jeep's iconic 7-bar grille. Looking like a supersized Outback, the Subaru Ascent is the newest entry into the 3-row crossover segment. Subaru is hoping the Ascent will shake off the abject failure imparted on its SUV efforts by the unconventional-looking B9 Tribeca. Unsurprisingly, standard kit will include a turbocharged Boxer 4-cylinder hooked to a continuously variable transmission and full-time all-wheel drive. Conspicuously absent is a V6 option, which could mean Subaru's naturally aspirated 3.6-liter is on its last legs. The Ascent is literally the largest Subaru ever. In class, only the VW Atlas and Nissan Pathfinder offer more space between the axles. The brand is even promising it'll be capable of hauling 5,000 pounds. There's also a selection of 19 cup holders, which averages out to 2.7 cup holders per person. Our managing editor Tim Healy thinks it ticks all the right boxes on paper, but we'll see what consumers think eventually. Arguably, one of the biggest splashes of the 2017 LA Auto Show was the debut of Lincoln's new midsize Nautilus. In a signal that real names are making a comeback, the Nautilus frees the outgoing MKX from the abyss of alphanumeric naming hell. Like the redesigned MKC, the Nautilus will ditch the split waterfall grille that no one seemed to like in favor of the Continental's one-piece grille, giving the crossover a more elegant and upscale look. But alas, there's still no opera window. Besides the visual changes, it also abandons the base model's 3.7-liter V6 in favor of a 2-liter EcoBoost 4-cylinder. The 2.7-liter EcoBoost V6 will continue as the top-shelf engine. The MKX boasted a 40% conquest rate for Lincoln, but that still pales in comparison to the Cadillac XT5, which outsells it 2-to-1. If you're wondering why Lincoln is reverting back to real names, marketing director Robert Parker confirms it was causing confusion among the customer base, and that's simply inappropriate. There's a new Mazda 6, and it looks like the old Mazda 6, which means auto journalists should still love it, while consumers will continue to not care. The big deal is the addition of a turbocharger to the 2.5-liter 4-cylinder. It's the same kit on offer in the CX-9 crossover, where it's good for 250 horses and 310 pound-feet of torque. Unfortunately, the turbo mill won't be available with a 6-speed manual. There's also no mention of a diesel either. The chassis and body structure have been reinforced, and the grille received a slight update. Aside from the motor, most of the significant changes happened inside, where Mazda claims only the steering and minor trim pieces have carried over. The Mazda 6 remains one of the best-looking cars in class, but shoppers are still likely to opt for class standards like the Camry or Accord. Chevrolet went ahead and debuted the 2019 Corvette ZR1 Convertible, fresh off the coupe's controversial debut in Dubai last week. Significantly, this is the first time Chevrolet has offered a drop-top version of the ZR1 since the RPO code made its initial debut back in 1970. The company claims the convertible weighs only 60 pounds more than the coupe, while also promising the unique experience of traveling in excess of 200 miles per hour while the wind tries its best to rip the hair from your scalp. In LA, the brand took the opportunity to announce a six-figure starting price. At $120,000, the ZR1 is one of the most affordable ways to get your hands on 755 horsepower and a sub 3-second 0 to 60 time. Lastly, we've got a pair of interesting Honda stories up on the site, where Honda patents a new crossover design and a resident madman Bozzy takes a look at some of the teething issues with the Civic Type R. Make sure to hit that like button and subscribe for more content from the Truth About Cars.